This is an ABC News special report. Now reporting, George Stephanopoulos.
Good afternoon. We're coming on the air now with news from Wall Street. I want to take you to the floor of the stock exchange. There you see the Dow down more than 1,000 points right now, coming on top of a more than 600-point loss on Friday. That puts the Dow in negative territory for this year, down a little more than 4% right now. But of course, this comes on top of a healthy gain in the stock exchange over the last year. If you look back to when President Trump was inaugurated back in January 2017, the Dow was below 20,000, now about 24,000, so close to a 25% rise since 2017, but it has been a tough day on Wall Street right now as we approach the closing bell. The Dow continues to drop, now down about 1,100 points. I'm here with our chief business correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis. And Rebecca, this would be the largest point drop ever in Dow history, but far from the worst day.
That's right, George. If you look at this in point terms, we will close somewhere down about 1,100 points today. That's sizable, but nowhere near as bad as it was on September 9th, 2008, when the Dow fell 777 points, and that was a near 7% fall that day. We've just come a lot farther since then. That's why the percentage terms today are still down 4.6%, but not as bad as then.
That famous Black Monday in 1987, where the Dow dropped more than 20%. But at one point today, the Dow was down about 1,600 points. It was even worse.
That was even worse. It was looking like we could be in that negative 7% territory, so we've come up from there. But, George, as we were speaking about earlier, there are a number of veterans on Wall Street who have been feeling like something is coming, that this is meant to be, that we were going to see a sell-off like this at some point in time, given how far stocks have come in the last year, up 22% in the last year.
Right, but the economy's still quite strong.
The jobs report on Friday, 200,000 jobs were added. The wage gains are happening, and that's what we were really waiting on, those wage gains. And some of that actually can have a negative impact on this market, because as wages and jobs improve, it gives more reason for the Fed to hike interest rates, which in turn can weigh on stocks.
We have now had the closing bell. There you see it right there. The down about 1,178 points right now. That'll settle for a few more minutes, but a more than 4% loss today, coming on top of a 600-point drop on Friday. Of course, that has wiped out the gains in the Dow for the year. Rebecca Jarvis, you'll be joining David Muir tonight on World News. All of you at home can get the latest breaking news anytime by downloading the ABC News app. And I'll see you tomorrow on GMA.
This has been a special report from ABC News.